Hola from Guatemala. I am posting an update. I am updating about my time from South Africa to Guatemala. In South Africa, there was a decided decision between the leadership team that all of the squad leaders would switch teams. So for South Africa, we had two different leaders, a different leader for each month, and we were there for 2 months. My team had Kevin as our leader for the first month, and then for the second month, we had Sadie as our leader, rather than having Eliza as our leader for the whole time. And it was a very prayerfully considered decision among the leadership team to make that choice and to make that decision. And it bore a lot of fruit. You could see a lot of fruit from the decisions that they made, because I truly felt like that helped each team grow together, like seeing like different leadership perspectives. For the first month of South Africa, we were doing children's ministry, youth ministry with Impact Church. And the second month signified a lot of changes for Team Yada. Within a matter of 3 days in the beginning of the month, like from February 1st to February 4th, the changes were, we changed our ministry to working at the Pelsters Primary School. We changed our squad leader. We changed locations from the USCA campus downtown in J-Bay to the GLA campus. So we changed location. We changed squad leaders, and the boys left. So we were just girls for the whole month. And that was also a very prayerfully considered decision of the boys going to Lesotho and not the girls. And God had us in the places that we were at the times that we were for a reason. He used us, he used each of us individually in the places that we were in amazing ways that we probably don't even know. So I feel it's just truly amazing seeing God's hand over everything that has been going on and everything that's been happening. So at the Pelsters Primary School, we were working as teacher's assistants, and we are there to pour into the teachers, and just seeing amazing fruit from that we were able to bring them a light when they feel like they couldn't carry on, or to bring them any sort of encouragement or hope or any sort of light of Christ, and showing the children the light of Christ as well. Some of the fun things that I did when I was in South Africa is bungee jumping.
She was a fairy.
I also went to a rugby game in Johannesburg. That was so cool. Also got to go on a safari. So much fun. And all of the adventures and surfing and trips to downtown and first light coffee trips, laughs and memories come to an end in South Africa, and we are heading over to Guatemala, which is where we are now. Our journey from South Africa to Guatemala was the longest one yet. I had a timer going from beginning to end, from when we left the campus to when we arrived on base here. It was 52 hours and 48 minutes. We first traveled we drove starting at 3 in the morning, going from Jeffreys Bay to Port Elizabeth, and we flew from Port Elizabeth to Johannesburg. And that was like an hour and a half flight. And then from Johannesburg, we flew from Joburg to Qatar. So we were in Doha, and that was an 8.5-hour flight. And then from Doha, we flew to Miami, which was a 16-hour flight. Oh.
Delta? I know them.
Yeah.
I want to send it to my mother.
And then from Miami, we flew to Guatemala. So overall, over 30 hours of air travel and over 52 hours of traveling that it took for us to get from South Africa to Guatemala. One of the things that the Lord taught me in South Africa was that He will use me even if I don't see it. Even if I don't see the fruit from it, that He's still, that I'm still making an impact in everything that I do. How I present myself is making an impact to people. How I talk to people is making an impact. How I look, even just my facial expressions or what I'm wearing, it makes such a big impact. And you want to be portraying the body of Christ, and you want to be portraying the love of Christ appropriately. Also, one of the challenges from South Africa was that there was still spiritual warfare. Even if it didn't feel like it, or even if we forgot that it actually was spiritual warfare, it is spiritual warfare. The spiritual warfare that I was going through is just attacks of the mind, and but erasing every doubt, erasing every lie with the truth, and speaking that over myself 8 times to undo the lie, and knowing that it's truly God's hand over every situation. In Guatemala, so far for the past 2 weeks, for the first week that we were here, we had PVT, where the parents were able to come and see the racers.
We're just holding hands. How was your trip?
Just like you leave my left.
Cheers.
Oh. Your bus broke down?
We broke down.
I did not have my parents come. They were both undergoing surgery. My dad underwent intensive oral surgery. He had all of his teeth removed, preparing his mouth for dental implants, which is not going to happen for another 6 months. My mom also underwent surgery. She had her lateral meniscus in her knee repaired, so she was not able to be there because they had surgeries within 2 weeks of each other, and my mom had just had her recovery time as soon as PVT started, so it just happened to be that they weren't able to come, and I'm okay with that. I still feel peace about that. Do I know the exact reason of why the Lord did not have my parents come? No. But I've come to be comfortable in understanding that it's okay not to know all the answers. Yeah. So during the week we were working with a ministry called Dar para Dar, which is give to give.
Yes, I think Lexi is living here.
Praise God. That's so cool.
This is cute. Yeah, did you see the tents?
This is a great spot.
Oh my god.
Me too. What's
Whoa. Here she comes. Oh yeah! Ojalá. ¿Quieres más? Hola, Toto. Just give me a spoon. No, I'll take it. Oh yeah.
Santa Land. Smile. You know what that is?
What's that?
That is
What's that?
Santa Land.
How is it a lot?
I'm gonna embrace my Mexican side from now on.
The one many sides of you. And that actually happens to be the ministry that my team is going to be working with. So this past week we had debrief, and this next week we're going to be going into ministry. If you have any questions about anything that's going on in my life, or any questions about what it's like in Guatemala, please let me know, and I would be more than happy to make another vlog or answer. Thank you.